talking.
Ah, okay. Well, we play our intro
as-
music and do all that cool shit, right?
Right, right. And that's just it. I don't know how we're going to do that. Let's not.
Yeah,
worry
I don't
about
know
that.
how you mix live stuff in with a Hangouts call, but who knows?
I'm sure it's an audio thing, but let's talk about technical stuff off air. And meanwhile, let's see if we get anybody. It's live now. Rhonda's checking in.
Cool.
Did you just text me something?
No.
Oh. Well, this is sort of cool. It would be cool if you stayed. Hey, are you hitting it from the Spike and Drew account? Is that you? Did you write that?
Yeah, I wrote that.
Okay. Where did you write it? I mean,
in the doc. There's a live chat in the doc.
Oh, right on.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's go with let's start with the crew, because that one we can kill a little time on until people log in, and then
Sure.
the other ones that you got there are pretty good as well. Are we going for a specific time? We going till 1, or what do you want to do?
I say we just hit it. Whatever you want to do.
All right. So this morning
we're going to do our booze bit early because I need to crack this thing. It's taunting me.
Taunting you.
It is. It's taunting.
Well,
me.
we wouldn't want you unnecessarily taunted. So why don't you? What are you partaking in there?
The bar is open with Crow
Nice.
Peak, Canyon
Nice.
Cream.
I like that. The bar is open with.
Yep, Canyon Cream. Canyon Cream Ale by Crow Peak Brewing in Spearfish.
Spearfish, South Dakota.
That's the one. We got to hang out in Spearfish a couple times this summer, and this became one of my favorites. So, number one daughter brought this back for my birthday.
Yay, number one daughter.
Yay, number one daughter, who, by the way, has a house now.
Shut the front door.
Well, she's renting it, but man, this stuff is smooth, creamy. It's got a great taste to it. I love it.
Is it a ale, or is it a
cream ale? Yep, it's
like
cream
a
ale.
not your father's root beer kind of thing?
No. It's all beer, but like, remember Little Kings back in the day?
No.
Well, if you did, it'd be like that, only good.
Have you tried the not your dad's root beer though? Have I?
Yeah,
asked you
I've
that?
got some in the fridge.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it is, and especially when you make a root beer float out of it.
So I see, and I still need to work on this. I know. Is that blinding you?
You know, it's not bad with the light in front of you. It looks pretty good.
Okay. Okay. I am going with the Jim Beam apple again. I really
Nice.
enjoyed that, and aside from my Taco Bell Mountain Dew, that's just sitting there. I'm going straight at it. That's straight Jim Beam right there.
I've hit the Crown Royal Apple a couple times straight, and I like it too.
Outstanding. The bar is open. Let us know what you're drinking. You can go to the Facebook page, 805 Live with Spike and Drew. Let us know what your bar is open to. Okay, let's talk about what I discovered at about 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Because I fell asleep way early again, and so was up way early again. I can't even remember. You know, sometimes you get into this vortex when you get on YouTube where you start watching one thing, but
Yep, and you end up totally in
2
another
hours
planet.
later you end up with something so not even related to that initial thing you're looking for. But somehow I saw Motley Crue, one of their Motley Crue shows in Rio. I want to say from the summer, not too entirely sure. It was from this year. It was from
I think so.
2015. And it was it Wild Side?
Yep.
No, Kickstart My Heart.
Oh yeah.
So Mick Mars has been half in the box for a while now. But homie can still rip it on the guitar, man.
And can I just say, interrupt you for a second here?
Please.
When did we ever think we'd be saying, wow, Mick looks better than Vince by about twice?
Well, you showbiz me a little bit there, but that's all right. So I don't know. I mean, do you think? I can't imagine Nikki and Tommy would let it happen, or even Vince for that matter. Well, Mick, fuck. But is it possible that the guitar is overdubbed? Is it possible that somebody is in the
My
fucking
guess is
back?
Mick can play that in his sleep.
He just can't walk anywhere.
Right, exactly. I think he can still shred.
So I was sitting there watching this, listening to the guitar riffs, going, hot damn, man, they sound just as good as they did back in the early 90s, you know?
Yeah, man.
And then Vince Neil fucking came on the goddamn screen.
Oh.
He's as big as I am.
Yeah, he's not a small man.
He is as big as I am, it looks like, and I'm just short of a bigger guy. And talking about not giving a flying fuck about words and lyrics.
We should clarify we're talking about a board recording, which is always crap.
Well, yeah, I mean it was definitely broadcast live, so they had some sort of board mix or live mix. It wasn't just stuff coming out of the speakers.
Right.
But just
hitting every third word maybe.
And I tell you what, the highest next to the main people, anyway, higher than Vince, those background singers should be getting paid a chunk because
they're making him sound good.
Covering him.
Yeah.
I was so bummed. And it's like, thank God they signed the contract to say, nope, we're not doing this anymore.
Crew's dead.
After this,
Crew's dead.
Signed off on the thing. If any one of them say, well, maybe we should get back together, there's something that happened. I don't know if they kill one of them. I don't know what the I don't know what the punishment is.
But they got a contract says Crew's done after this tour.
Absolutely. And I just thought, well, maybe they got him on a bad night. But I clicked on another song from another tour this year. Same thing. And
dude, I got to tell you, I was excited about getting to this show this year. You know, it's the last hurrah. They're going out big. And this got in the way, and that got in the way, and the other thing got in the way. And then when you sent that this morning, I was so glad I didn't waste cash on this tour.
Could you imagine the cash you would have dropped down and then gone to see that show?
Huge.
Now, when they were in Sacramento, I went and saw them. And
how long ago?
Maybe 6 years.
Okay.
Tommy Lee wasn't with them. They had that chick drummer from wherever. Could bang it like, you know, almost as good as Tommy. I mean, Tommy is at a level that's just.
Yeah, he's crazy.
But still literally one of the loudest shows I've ever been to. I mean, just incredibly loud. And we talked about this in September. Even that small club, I'm using earplugs, man, because I'm old as shit, man. I'm not. I got to preserve the fucking peepers and the ears as best as I can for a while, so I can, you know, do my thing. So that was a hell of a deal.
Yeah, I will put you've got that link. We can toss that in the on the Facebook page so people can check it out. Yeah.
He's talking about go ahead.
I'm with you though. The start of that thing, I can't remember exactly what you said to me because it was 2 a.m. my time. I think
I said I have no words or something.
Yeah. So I didn't know good, bad, or indifferent what you were thinking, and I fired it up and I'm watching it. And I'm like, check Mick out,
right?
And Nikki, Tommy, and then Jesus Christ, Jabba the Hutt rolls out with the same vocal cords as Jabba the Hutt, and I was like, oh my God.
I mean, that's not even exaggerating.
No, and sweating like a whore in church.
Well, you know, that's a lot of activity for big dudes like us.
Yeah, but that's his job. He does that every night.
You'd think maybe hit a trainer, but the other thing I think I said this to you in our text, fucking no wonder Nikki's wanting to bounce and hook up.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Yeah. And I've never, and we may have disagreed on this too, because you really like, what's his butt that's with Slash, Miles Kennedy. And I do.
You know, it's not that I really like him, but he's good, I think. And I don't have any issue with him. Whereas it's like he cheated on your sister.
Yeah, well, that was well. I'm not even gonna.
Sure do.
And who would you do?
There you go.
I got on a tangent. God damn it.
That's never happened before.
Miles Kennedy, but who was it?
6
Oh
a.m.
my God. Oh, yeah. So I know it's Nikki, but I don't know those other two good dudes, and I don't think DJ Ashba is with them anymore.
I don't know who's in 6 a.m. to be honest with you, other than
Right?
the 6. Yep.
And at this point in music, are you willing to put something out like that? I guess
here's another example I came across this week. Totally stoked because I hear on the radio that Jeff Lynne's doing another ELO album.
I believe it is out.
Yeah, it's out, and it's called, the band this time around is called Jeff Lynne's ELO.
Mm-hmm.
And the lineup, it's like when I asked you a million years ago, hey, Roxette, who the hell is that? Two people and a lot of computers, I think is what you told me. Only this time it's Jeff Lynne and Jeff Lynne. He plays every instrument. Yeah, it's just him. And I think the guy's a genius, but I got to tell you, I've been to so many shows lately where the only person that was once on a tour is the roadie. The personnel have changed over completely 14 times. Maybe there's one guy, maybe the bass player. Who knows? It's yeah, I'm getting a little tired of that.
So with as many bands that have broken up, another one that comes to mind is like Sebastian Bach.
Oh yeah, that one crushed me. I hated it.
If you're gonna put something out now, wouldn't you want it to be, yeah, I get it that you want to do your own songs, and that's fine. But for draw, wouldn't you need to, and I hate using the word, but I'm going to use it, need a super group? Sebastian Bach singing, 6 on bass,
So the Traveling Wilburys of hard rock, yeah.
Right. Why are we not seeing more of that? Now the one, and I think the one
that comes to my mind, Damn Yankees.
Well, yeah, that was 20 years ago though. But the one I'm talking about,
same thing.
The one that I've told you about before, and I don't know if you're fully on board with them yet. The Winery Dogs.
Yeah, I've listened to a couple things.
Love them. God dang, both those albums, and it's Richie Kotzen, who is a guitar player for hire, and then Billy Sheehan, who played with Talus, and he played with David D. Roth, and then Michael Portnoy on drums, who was with Dream Theater. And those three guys can crank out some incredibly good music.
Just to interrupt, and I'm on the tangent, so I'm going to stay there. I saw something the other day, just hit and run, and I didn't see you post anything, so dude can't be dead. But did one of the Skynyrd guys die last week? I
did not hear that.
One of the Van Zants, maybe?
No, did he?
I saw. I think one of the Sirius DJs on Twitter say R.I.P. And I could have sworn it was one of the Skynyrd dudes.
Yeah, I think there would have been more out there. I think
that's what I'm thinking.
Different music groups that I'm part of on Facebook. I'm sure I would have seen something about that.
False alarm.
Rhonda just checked in. Yep, Vince looks like John Lovitz.
Exactly. That's perfect. And he sounds a lot like John Lovitz now, too.
I think John Lovitz has a little bit more range.
Yeah. Wow. He's looking tough.
Well, we got ones of viewers. We've got about 3 people watching live. We appreciate that. If you're new and you've just clicked on the link from my Facebook feed, you can go to 805 Live with Spike and Drew. Click like. We will post links to these
train wrecks
things. These train, and down the road we may be doing audio podcasts as well. So we just got done talking about Vince Neil. I will have that link up sometime after the show. I think the next thing we're going to talk about, because I think it's going to be quick. I don't know how much you know. Ronda Rousey and Holly Holly Holm, just fought. Was that last week?
Yeah.
And why don't you go ahead and take lead on this one, there, brother?
So I have yet to see Ronda Rousey fight, and it's my own fault because I've always got 2 minutes I can spare. She's a killer. She is just a stone cold killer. Never had a fight I know of won over 5 minutes. Breaks a lot of elbows. Champion. Blah blah blah. Big promo about this last fight she was in with Holly Holm, and she got her.
Question from the floor before you go on. Now, you don't follow the fighting very much, right?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
I don't either. My question, or something that I've seen others say, do you think that the promoters and the powers that be set Ronda Rousey up with Cinderella fights, with just ones that were not a challenge?
I've got a friend in Yankton, South Dakota, who swears that the only sport that's not rigged is professional wrestling. And the reason it's the only sport that's not rigged is because you can't bet on it.
But they do it in boxing.
Right.
It's not a rigged thing. It's hey, why don't you come on this card? You'll make some money. You might get your ass kicked, but hey, at least you're
going to get cash and get some notoriety. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't think the field was big enough. It's not like the men's side where there's 8,000 guys lining up. I think it's a smaller field, so the serious players are fewer. But wow, she got her ass handed to her hard. And the thing that I wanted to talk about is I saw an article about a week later, 4 or 5 days later, saying that
Did you send that to me first? Because then I posted.
I did.
It as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. Yeah. Saying that the fight was rigged and that Rousey wanted to take some time off, do movies, whatever. And they said, okay, fine, but we're going to vacate your title while you go off and do something else. That way our title's busy and you can do your own thing. If it was rigged, I think it was the dumbest rigged in the world, because I think she broke her jaw in like 3 places.
See, in there too. And when I posted it, I got a guy that I was in a show with here a couple years ago he's been a fighter, I think, for a while, or he wanted to be, but he said no way it was rigged, that it was just she was outmatched. And that goes back to what I was saying to you before about
was this the first real competition she's faced?
Right. Because Holly Holm,
right, was not messing around.
She had at least 2 inches on her height, right?
Right. Well, and here's the thing: she's a puncher, and Rousey really hasn't met one of those.
Which means, because your height is the extension of your arm,
reach, right? Yeah.
Holly's reach was huge, and
yeah, she had more reach, and she damn sure had more shots on target. That's for sure.
And and she was just planted in place, and Ronda was running around her, and it was just like
like a cartoon on Saturday morning, brother.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So I feel bad. I hope that her jaw isn't broken. I mean, it's
you know what? There. You can buy a lot of ibuprofen for what she made on that fight.
I think the other thing I saw, and then we can wrap this up, is she's been put on medical suspension.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. She got her ass handed to her, but I didn't hear that. No,
like where she can't fight because the doctors are that concerned that they've put her on a restriction for almost a year.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm pretty sure she got concussed out of the deal. So,
but that follows up to what we were talking about before. She's getting popular around just normal entertainment circles,
right?
Maybe she is going to go do something, because they were.
Well, I think she is signed for. I can't remember what movie it is, but she's signed for something.
In that article that you sent and that I posted, didn't they say John Cena from the WWE did almost the same thing?
I think so. Yeah,
he was ready to go do something. Yep. I think part of it was the Amy Schumer movie. Have you seen that?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that one, but I did see him in, what was it he hosted? It was a music competition, wasn't it? Redemption song or something like that 5 or 6 years ago.
Well,
can't remember.
6 years ago. I'm talking about Trainwrecked with Amy Schumer, and he plays her boyfriend in this thing. And there's a funny scene of them having sex.
Well, you gotta see it.
You've got to, yeah, nice. Okay, I about said the word. about
Did
saying-
you?
I do. You know which one I'm saying.
I do. You would have been putting a quarter in a jar.
So that's Ronda Rousey.
Yep.
All right, let me go back to my cheat sheet here real quick. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What? I know where you're at.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I don't know where I want to go with this one, man, because it's almost, I don't want to say too deep, but it's just like,
Yeah, we're gonna have to skim the surface on this one.
so Charlie Sheen made the announcement Thursday morning, HIV positive.
Which
So, yeah, I know it's not a death sentence because there's treatment and all that, but freaking homie was doing some crazy stuff there for a while.
he was, and it sounds like he wasn't telling his partners that he was HIV positive when he knew either. Whether it's true or not, who knows? That's the accusation.
I don't think I realized until like this latest wave of news info that he was banging Brie Olson on the reg.
That's who I was talking about that flipped out about it.
Oh, did she?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, she flipped.
you know that well, you know, maybe others. There's an app out there called Periscope where people can just broadcast live from your phone.
Right.
It's kind of like this, but I mean, it's just one camera
Yeah,
shot. It's just the camera from your thing. And so I'm subscribed to her thing, and she broadcasts all the time. And a lot of times it's just crap like what we're doing. She's just talking random freaking brainstorm stuff,
Right.
you know? It's not like she goes on there and poses. I don't even think she does porn anymore. Was the last thing I've heard. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of a heck of a deal if Charlie gave it to her or not. I don't know. I haven't heard.
The one thing I said sounded like she could have been handed a death sentence because he didn't tell her. Sounds like she's in the clear, but I'm not positive.
But
Home Slice is nuts, and I did read somewhere that he only admitted to it because he was getting pressure from other people that were going to out him about it.
Yeah, he wanted to nip the story in the butt first.
Right.
But if he was having sex with her and she was having sex on set, but they test porn stars like all the time, right?
I don't know if it's monthly or weekly, but it's a lot.
Yeah, so that's a bad deal. I hope everybody involved with that.
But man, you want to
okay.
talk about going off the rails in a big way.
On a crazy train, yo.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
So, do you have anything else on that?
I don't know what more you say about that. That's just ridiculous.
So the other thing, and like I said, I ran to the border real quick to get some lunch before we did this.
Yep.
I've gone off on this I don't know how many times, and I don't know why. I don't know why. And maybe we can throw this under the whole "get off my lawn" thing. Is that
Sure.
what we called it?
Yeah. Way off my lawn.
So there's two radio stations in Sacramento that are rock based.
Gotcha.
One's a classic rock station called the Eagle. The other one is 98 Rock, which is supposed to be
Contemporary rock.
today's rock. Shoot me in the fucking face.
Yeah, this is an appropriate category to throw this one under.
I don't get how you can call yourself 98 Rock and be the prominent rock station and you play stuff like Beastie Boys and I can't remember who does the song. I'm going to have to look it up real quick.
Hey, if you're dissing on the Beastie Boys, you're going to
I'm not-
disenfranchise a
that's not
significant
what I'm
portion of
saying.
our audience.
I'm not dissing the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys, however, do not belong on
No, they
a
don't.
rock station.
Absolutely not.
Go down to the Bay Area. There's 1079 The Bone. Holy crap. Talk about just rock music. Rock from the
Yep.
80s, rock from the 90s, I think maybe some from the 70s, but it's rock, and that's all it is. And I know that I'm a little cantankerous because like bands like Tool and bands like I don't know, Five Finger Death Punch. Okay, I guess I get it. But when you throw in the Beastie Boys and I'm looking up this other song and I want to get it. Okay, the other one that gets me, and it's not like it was a one-off thing. They play this probably a couple times a week. Afro Man, I Got High.
What? How is that contemporary rock?
That
song's 15 years old, 20 years old.
It's not even about the age of the music. It's about what it is.
Oh, it's damn sure not rock.
I'm fucking getting in road rage mode right now, man. I don't, oh God. It just rock. Okay. Give me some Ozzy. Give me some friggin'.
You don't want any Wesley Willis in there?
No, I don't. But thanks for asking. Some Ozzy, some Van Halen. Throw in a little bit of Rainbow in there, you know?
Maybe some Motley.
Nothing live from 2015, though.
No.
Why is that so hard? Why is that so difficult? I mean, thank God for, I got a CD player because I still have the oldest SUV in California right now. But when I get a new ride, I'm going to be like everybody else and have it stream stuff that I've got on my phone.
Yep.
I mean, the only reason that I listen in the mornings is I'll drive to work and listen to some of the talk radio local, which this is a memo to Rob, Barney, and Don. You're only number one because you ain't got no fucking competition in this town. 107.9 is the freaking top 40 station, but there's no other morning zoo going on in Sacramento. That's the only reason why you fuckers are number one. Don't even act like there's a fucking competition. Oh, I'm getting
Take
hot.
a breath. Take a breath.
Okay, so that's 98 Rock.
Yep.
But the classic rock station, you got to stop. You've got DJs that are pushing 70 years old, I'm pretty sure. Bob Keller's got to be in the 60s. And he's doing his same shtick that he did back in like the late 80s from what I've heard. The lunch hour blue plate special. Fuck, are you fucking kidding me? Come up with something original. Fuck, bring back Get the Lead Out and play a fucking hour of Led Zeppelin.
Kara Miller. She does that every day.
But do that. And okay. All right. I'm not gonna. All right. I did my wig out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull it back a little bit here.
Take your medicine.
I guess it's just easy when like I was saying, when there's no other competition in town. Let's just throw this shit out and see what works. Let's throw this out.
I gotta tell you, I am so not a fan of local radio in general.
But I liked it because I liked knowing what's going on around Sacramento, around the areas, lots of stuff.
Yep.
I just hate having to listen to stuff that isn't rock.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. You know what it is when you listen to the station for 20 minutes and you can bag it. Call it what you want. It's not what it is.
There's a Jack FM, which is basically automated station. Just boop, they just pay anything that was in the top 40 in the last 30 years. That's all.
Right. And I think they sell that station across country.
Right. It's a syndicated station.
Right.
There's a hip hop station naturally. I don't even visit that. I'm not even going to lie. A couple country stations that aren't too bad. I've never stuck with it long enough in the mornings to listen to see if they have a morning zoo going on.
Sure.
So I don't know. I think, I don't know. And I know we talked about music in the last episode, in the last
it's entirely possible
bar meeting that we had.
Hey, I got one more that just dawned on me.
Yeah.
News that came out last week. I saw that Val Kilmer has signed on for Top Gun 2.
You're kidding.
No. And bear in mind, you're messing with one of my favorite movies of all time. Love that movie.
Because you're gay.
Because I'm Metro, but whatever.
It's one of the gayest films out there.
Regardless,
There's a YouTube thing that's so fun. No. I love it too. I think it's an incredible.
so here's and Val Kilmer I love as an actor. He is one of the biggest chameleons ever to stand in front of a camera. The guy can beat anybody at any time. Look at The Doors, what was the spy movie he did? The guy can be a million different people, but what he is now is a fat bastard.
No.
Oh yeah, he's a house.
No. Are you kidding?
I hate to crush your dream, but yeah, he looks like we do.
Let me look this
I
up.
don't think he's going to fit in a cockpit.
Well, you know what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to pull. Oh God.
Right?
That's the top first picture. Oh.
So I think he'll probably be a cameo in Top Gun 2, and his part will be, welcome McDonald's. Would you like fries with that?
Before I got sidetracked by pulling up that story, are they going to do a thing like Rocky's doing?
Haven't seen a thing. Haven't seen anything about it.
You haven't even seen the ad for it?
No, it was just that he signed it. Was all I've seen.
No.
No, the Rocky thing I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, the Apollo, where it's.
Yep. Creed's
They're
kid.
kind of doing an offshoot of
Right.
the story, but Rocky's still involved.
Right.
I'm guessing that's what this is going to be.
God, it'd have to be.
Yeah,
Have
because
to.
you can't reboot that.
No.
And Cruise will probably be good in it. And, there will probably be conflict between Iceman and Maverick, but I'm guessing they're going to get one of those young hotshot. God, I sound just old when I say that, don't I?
Pretty much.
One of those young hotshot actors to
One of those whippersnappers.
right. That's an interesting story. When did you hear about that?
2-3 days ago. 2-3 days ago that came out.
Yeah. A mixed week on the Facebook page of Cinema's Val Kilmer, who appeared to announce Top Gun 2 was on a highway to the production zone. I just got offered Top Gun 2, he sensationally revealed. Not often you get to say yes without reading the script. Wow. That's, well, if he tweeted that.
Yeah, it sounds pretty real, dude.
That,
Woofter.
that might be interesting.
Yeah. I guess that goes to show that old guys need to stay on radio.
Yeah. Or hit a fucking treadmill. I got to do something. Okay. Well, I think we ran a gamut.
We definitely did our grumpy old guy shtick.
We did do that. So, yeah, we will, for the ones of you that are watching, we'll try to make sure we get it out in more advanced. Drew sent me a message this morning and said, hey, what are you doing this afternoon? And I realized I didn't have a whole lot. So it sounded like a good idea to get on the mic and
day drink, basically. It's a reason to day drink.
Open up the bar and talk about stuff since we missed it Tuesday. Oh. Today, working on a project. I'm going to videotape it and we'll post it. So I got a frame made for this pinball back glass.
Oh, sure.
And then we just went out and bought some LED lights last night. And so I'm going to work on getting that going. So we'll have that to talk about in the future. What else was I thinking? I'm on the fence. Part of me wants to go see Y&T at Ace of Spades on New Year's Eve.
Is it the original lineup? Do you know?
I don't see enough information posted to see who's in the band. I mean, Dave McKetty's still in it.
They, I swear to God, are one of the greatest bands that never was. Love those guys.
Absolutely.
And they should have hit big.
And they're from the Bay.
Yep.
This was so cool. I didn't know, like, Night Rangers from the Bay, Y&T's from the Bay, Journey's from the Bay, all that stuff.
Journey, yeah.
But being back there, I didn't piece it together until I moved out here, and I was like, God, those guys are just like right there. So,
yep.
Tesla, big shout out to those guys.
Pushka do.
Yeah. All right, brother. I think we're going to close up the bar.
Hey, and we're going to try to get on a Tuesday night schedule, hopefully.
Yeah, I think we should try doing that.
It's not like either one of us have lives.
I tell you, I've finished off half about that.
Mugu, Dogface to the Banana Patch.
So, Thanks a lot for everybody checking in. Hope you like what you liked. Hope
I hope you didn't like what you didn't like.
if you didn't like what you liked, then let us know. Go to 805 Live with Spike and Drew Facebook page. Let us know. But we appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody checking in. Is that it?
I think so, man.
Let's call it.
If we had
All
outro music, we'd be playing it.
Okay, the bar is closed. Everybody, you have a good one.
Later.
Peace.